Shalom, shalom. I want to first off by giving all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Uh, just came across some articles, some news articles. It's Tawab by Yahweh, by the way. Just came across some news articles, and it's clear as day that we're getting closer to the famine of the word. And that's basically what I, wanted to hop on here and, speak on about real quick. Is the famine of the word is coming, and people don't realize it. It's a snowball effect, but it's coming to pass very quickly, and it's only gonna get more and more extreme. See, right now the U.S. ain't concerned with it because it's not affecting U.S. citizens in particular, but over in the UK, some U.S. citizens are being affected by the censorship and misinformation act that they passed, where they can start convicting people and jailing people for what they deem or consider misinformation, but we know it's actual true information, speaking on certain subjects and things of that matter, if you know what I mean. So people aren't necessarily reaping the consequences right now, but soon, I believe, once Project 2025 starts up, I think that's when, a lot of people are going to start reaping the consequences of, what's being said. Like, even right now, this would probably be deemed, extremism, or, because I'm painting U.S. officials or government officials in a certain way, when really that's just who they are. But because it's true and they don't want you to know that, they're going to label it as misinformation, and then they can easily, press charges against me or whatever. And they can do it to anybody. I'm just using me as an example, but anybody, from Facebook posts to Twitter to any type of social media platform that you use, and you choose to speak freely on your opinions, and if they don't coincide with societal standards or societal views, then you basically putting a target on your back. And as you can read, I'm sure you can see all these articles about people getting jailed for simply posting memes. Like, let's see, the Moscow Times: Russian activists face a year and a half in jail for internet memes. Young Russians posting memes face jail for extremism. And I was looking at other ones. And, the BBC, the memes that might get you jailed in Russia. And this is all just the snowball effect. This is all just to desensitize people of the idea that you can simply be jailed for having an opinion, having, free thinking, basically freedom of thought, freedom of expression. You can now be jailed for that. Now, if that's not concerning to you, which it should be, then you're obviously not a threat to the U.S. government or any of these higher officials. So, yeah, as you can see, you just got tons and man jailed after sharing grossly offensive social media posts. Man arrested for malicious communications after posting meme mocking transgender flag. So people are getting, like I said, you begin to express your own personal opinions on whatever the subject matter may be, and if it doesn't coincide with societal views or societal standards, what they are now deeming okay or saying is right, and you're basically putting a target on your back. Now, how much more, brothers, in the truth? When we speak about who we are, the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the Bible, uh, coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments, coming back to the true names of our power. So this is only gonna stir up, more reasons to shut down the internet, because once everything, like, they're already getting exposed at a exponential rate. Like, you cannot, you can't not look on the internet and not find something that you didn't know about, whether it be U.S. history or government, secret government plans, military operations, whatever, government agendas, world you know world leader plans. You could find it all on the internet, and there's nothing that they can do to stop it except shut the internet down, which is basically is coming to happen. It's gonna happen eventually, and the Lord already knew it was gonna happen. So, Slovakia. Yeah, Amos. I'm gonna just get into this verse, and probably only this verse. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, say Yahweh Shai, our power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, not nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north to even the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst. They that swear by the sin of Samaria say, the good old Dan liveth, in the manner of Beersheba liveth, even they shall fall and never rise up again. But the point is, verse 11 through 13, people are going to be lost once internet shuts down, because you have no more access to videos like this one or what other brothers are doing. Brothers are not going to be out on highways and byways, doing the work, trying to warn the people, because there's not going to be a reason to be out there, because there's no more internet. And that time and that grace period is over. That just means that the Lord has, shut that door up. That grace period, that time of getting the knowledge and understanding of what's really going on in the world and what's happening, that time is up. And that's a scary thing for people who are not in the truth, or who don't know what's going on, or who are barely coming in, because they still have a lot to learn. And if you're not taking this serious or being truly committed to saving your soul from the destruction that's coming, you're going to fall short, or you're going to get caught up listening to just all the madness. You're going to get caught up listening to these agents, these false prophets, and they're going to lead you astray. And then the internet goes shut down, and you now left stored up with unuseful knowledge, shit that's only going to harm you in the end, instead of finding the right people to be under and learn from. And for the average person, that's scary, because they ain't gonna know what's going on. And then to the person who barely coming in and they're not sure what to believe, that's scary too. So now is the time to really lock in and really understand what you're getting involved in, and what the whole world is getting involved in. Because once internet and Wi-Fi and mass communication shuts down, people are going to start losing their minds. A lot of people cannot deal with isolation, being alone, being basically just isolated. People can't handle that. Some people are gonna go crazy just from the lack of communication and codependency. And that's what this generation has bad. It has a lot of codependency issues, or just the need to communicate and be around people. You just the glimpse from 2020, you could tell like the suicide rates went up, the depression, rates spiked. You had all types of cognitive, mental issues going on with people once the whole world shut down for that little couple months. So, and then when, like it says, people are gonna be wondering, looking around, looking for the word, trying to hear the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and they're not gonna be able to hear it. Why? Because we have too much. There's gonna be too much stuff going on. You got too much chaos. And I'll just I'll get into one verse, because after that happens, after the internet shuts down and there's no more wisdom being put out. Oh yeah, speaking of wisdom, that makes me made me think of this verse. So again, please. Slow. Got it mixed up. Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth out, she uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and you have refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set not at all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear come as a desolation, and your destruction come as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. They would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Therefore that they eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearken to me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. And those of us in that last verse is for those of us who have come to the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of what we getting involved in, and we gonna understand what time it is once that famine of the word happens, because all this time people have been just negating and putting to the side their salvation, their way out of the coming trouble, because they don't see they're not looking past anything but what's in front of them. But us, those of us who know, we're trying to prepare our way for the time to come. We're not trying to prepare for now. We're trying to prepare for now, but the preparing for now is preparing for what's to come. And people don't understand the severity of what's coming. And just to give you a sort of synopsis of it, we'll go to 15. And this is just a glimpse of what's to come. I start at 12. The second edge is 15 and 12. Egypt, and we all know America is a personification of Egypt, meaning slavery. And Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten in the plague, and shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that God shall bring upon it. And they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fall through the blasting in hell, and with fearful constellation. Woe, and woe meaning destruction, to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw near, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. And that's just what's to come to this place. Uh, yeah, so that's pretty much the point that I wanted to bring out. Um, that famine of the word is coming, and after that is only going to get worse because there's no wisdom being brought out. There's no wisdom to be found within the earth, because all the ones that do retain the knowledge and wisdom, we're going to be hidden away, not going to be here to just ask a question. You can't just walk up on a Jake and be like, where they're freely at now, where the Lord is freely putting men on the highways and byways, like I read in Proverbs. He's putting them there for you, for your benefit, and people are just walking away from the most beneficial information that they can possibly have in this lifetime. So when that time comes, we can't feel bad for people who didn't want to learn or didn't want to get it, because they had the opportunity. The opportunity was there just like it was given to you. Only difference is you took it. You took that opportunity that Yahweh Shai gave you to save yourself. So, with that being said, Lord willing, this is edifying. Hopefully this helps. But just understand that famine of the word is coming. The internet access and internet shutdowns are coming. Or, even with, they're starting to make you have to have a digital ID to even access internet. So even getting on the internet is going to be hard to even do stuff like this. So just understand that the time is getting closer, and there's only so many more things that are going to happen before shit hits the fan. And it's best to just prepare now than to try and wait till it's too late. Make no tarry to turn to the Lord, because tomorrow's never promised. Roughly paraphrasing, but it should be no no time for bullshitting when it comes to trying to gain salvation, save your soul. That should be your biggest goal and accomplishment on this side, whether it be through death, denying the chip, or you know, doing what you need to do to salvage yourself and the ones that you love, the ones you care about. But yeah, Lord willing, this is edifying. This helps you a little bit. Once again, I want to say, Call Halayim La, Alahayim Nawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. All praise to our power, Yahweh, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Shalom.